$11,000 is a big chunk of change. And if you're only making $50,000, well, I think you only have one option, but hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This week I've been behind the wheel of the 2025 Hyundai Tucson, the company's best-selling vehicle backed by America's best warranty. Their words and not mine. This popular compact SUV went through a significant refresh in 2025. We're talking exterior styling updates, but most dramatically the interior with comfort and technology. But this review is all about powertrains. You have three choices. You have a traditional ICE powertrain, a hybrid powertrain, and a plug-in hybrid powertrain. And I'm going to help you decide which one fits your lifestyle. So do me a favor and hit that subscribe button because this review starts right now. Of course, pricing changes between the gas hybrid and plug-in hybrid Tucson models as you select different trim levels and add options. But when comparing MSRP pricing across all three to establish a base, well, the gas-powered Tucson begins at $28,605, and you have the option between front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. The self-charging hybrid offers standard all-wheel drive and begins at $33,365, and the plug-in hybrid with standard all-wheel drive as well begins at $39,630. So from the base front-wheel drive gas Tucson to the hybrid plug-in EV, there's an over $11,000 difference. Now let's break that down over a 4-year lease for each, beginning with the front-wheel drive gas-powered Tucson. So for a 48-month lease with no money down, a general APR rate of 3.6% and a tax rate of 8%, you can expect to pay $362 per month. Using the same stats for the self-charging hybrid, you can expect to pay $422 per month. And again, using the same stats for the plug-in hybrid EV, you can expect to pay $500 per month. Now you have a difference of $138 per month over a 4-year term, keeping in mind there are other factors to consider, like trim level, options, and real-world finance and tax rates in your market location. But now you have a general base for your monthly budgeting before tax or insurance. Your choice in powertrain is going to come down to a few options: your monthly budget, which we've already established, and your lifestyle. And I'll tell you why. So under the hood of this gas-powered Tucson I'm reviewing is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder with an 8-speed automatic transmission producing 187 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. Under the hood of the hybrid is a 1.6-liter turbo 4-cylinder, which is supported by a 64-kilowatt battery power output. It's producing 231 horsepower and 271 pound-feet of torque. And under the hood of the plug-in hybrid Tucson is a 1.6-liter turbo 4-cylinder, which is supported by an 88-kilowatt battery power output. It's producing 268 horsepower with 271 pound-feet of torque. All three models can tow up to 2,000 pounds, which is kind of disappointing when you factor in the increased price of the hybrid, but more specifically the plug-in hybrid Tucson. So towing capabilities really isn't going to affect your lifestyle. However, now I'm going to get into fuel economy and potential fuel annual costs. Hyundai estimates that the gas-powered Tucson can average up to 33 miles per gallon. So for a driver averaging 15,000 miles per year and with an average gas price of $3.50 per gallon, you can expect to pay upwards of $1,592 per year on regular fuel. Now, Hyundai estimates that the hybrid Tucson can average 38 miles per gallon, and using the same average distance traveled and average gas price, you can expect to pay upwards of $1,382 on gas. And finally, the Tucson plug-in hybrid. You can expect to spend upwards of $1,500 per year on fuel using the same distance and gas price averages as previously mentioned. For those keeping score, the difference between the gas-powered and the plug-in hybrid Tucson fuel cost is only potentially $92 per year. However, the price difference between vehicle models begins at over $11,000 depending on your market location. Other factors to consider when it comes to fuel economy: selecting the right driving mode to increase fuel efficiency, driving responsibly without any unnecessary throttle mashing or excessive speeding, and ensuring your tires are properly inflated. You've heard me speak about the price of the Tucson and potential annual fuel costs. Now I'm going to compare cargo space and rear passenger comfort across all models so you have a better understanding of how your friends and family will be impacted. Your gas Tucson offers 41.2 cubic feet of space with the rear seats up. Your hybrid Tucson will offer 38.7 cubic feet of space with the rear seats up, and your plug-in hybrid Tucson offers 31.9 cubic feet of space with the rear seats up. So between all three, the gas-powered Tucson wins. And FYI, each trunk floor is dual level, so you can increase or decrease the height depth of your floor. Obviously, cargo space increases when the rear seats are folded, so look down in the description for side-by-side comparisons. Select trim levels will come equipped with Smart Trunk, which allows you to open your liftgate automatically without kicking your foot. Just go through your infotainment system to make sure the feature is actually activated or it's not going to work for you. Moving to rear passenger comfort now. When it comes to leg space in each, the gas-powered and hybrid Tucson models offer the same 41.3 inches of space. The plug-in hybrid Tucson offers less rear leg space at 39.5 inches. As for head space, the gas-powered and plug-in hybrid Tucson models offer the same 39.5 inches of space. The hybrid version has less head space at 38.7 inches. As a reference point, I'm 5'3.5" and weigh 127 pounds. I'm more than comfortable in this limited trim, so I'm confident your young child or teen will fit comfortably as well. Interior comfort obviously switches in between Tucson models depending on which trim level you select, but because I'm actually reviewing the gas-powered Tucson limited trim with all-wheel drive, I'm going to cover some of my interior features, beginning with the key fob, where you'll find your remote start feature. Also, if you decide to go with the limited trim, you'll find your smart park on your key fob as well. And most recently in my Genesis GV80 Coupe review, I featured Smart Park. It's really cool. It's the best party trick, so check out that video as well. And then up top you have a huge panoramic sunroof, which is also power operated. Then both front seats are power operated, heated, and ventilated. The steering wheel is also heated, again in this top limited trim. The dual 12.3-inch screens are well illustrated, and the infotainment system includes Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and navigation. Also, don't forget to ask about syncing your digital key and Blue Link Plus subscription to your mobile device. Hyundai's fingerprint technology is included in this limited trim, and I encourage you to watch my How To Tuesday video about setting that feature up. And finally, the mobile charge pad is standard. 2025 Hyundai Tucson final impressions. And listen, $11,000 is a big chunk of change. And if you're only making $50,000, well, I think you only have one option, but to go with the front wheel drive Tucson and gas powered for more than a few reasons. I mean, it's more affordable. I mean, it still provides you with good fuel economy as long as you're driving responsibly and not throttle mashing, and good cargo space. And I mean, depending on what trim you select, you get a lot of features too. For me, I would go with the hybrid mid-trim because I still get my desired features. It's reasonably priced, and over the course of a 4-year lease, I will make back my investment. Also, if you decide to go with the plug-in hybrid, I mean, you have to think about, setting up a charger at your house too. So those are all things that factor in. But overall, I mean, like, the drive is boring. It's not supposed to be fun. It's just supposed to be affordable, get you from point A to point B reasonably well, safe. And speaking about safe, driver assist technology, you receive Hyundai Smart Sense technology across the whole lineup, all of them, all the models. So you receive popular features like forward collision warning with pedestrian and cyclist detection, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and a rear view camera. If you level up to limited trims, you also receive adaptive cruise control with smart navigation, heads up display, a 360 camera, and a video blind spot monitoring. So guys, do me a favor, look down in the description below. I try to make your purchasing experience just a little bit easier for you, and while you're down there, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.